Welcome back to Our Friend Games. My name is Chris, and let's just jump straight back into Technobabylon. We're on our second time jump where we get to hang out with our now husband, douchebag who killed us, and these two doctors.
I'll just get back to the decompiling.
She made a horrible joke about the fact that he was in a war and his babies, if we were to make babies and he made them, they would go boom, because that's what he did. It wasn't the greatest of ideas.
Can it wait? I'm in the middle of dissecting Dr. Vargas's brain. With the fMRI scanner, of course.
Dr. Vargas?
And here, my dear.
What are you doing?
Roadman 9 and 46.
Dr. Chigwa is mapping my brain activity. In many ways, our project will share more in common with us than other computer platforms.
Intermittent rostrocaudal axis patterns. Tell me, what do you think would be the best manner to train such an AI?
Ground up. Sorry, naturally.
Naturally. It can handle abstractions better than conventional AI. Plus, we have millennia of experience and tradition when it comes to education.
I somewhat agree with you. Do you hear that, Gwen?
Mm-hmm.
Though Dr. Chigwa agrees that conventional programming is impossible, she is considering the possibility of imprinting existing mind states within the platform.
Quick for the AI, but utilizing a person's natural experience?
Though it may not be my philosophical ideal, it is an intriguing experiment. It is good to be working with you again, Dr. Pereira. I mean, Dr. Regis. Congratulations again on the wedding.
Okay. It was quite tempting, but I don't think you'd... What? Okay, did I miss something? I didn't think you'd want me. That was quite tempting. Did he say something that I completely missed?
It's been too long since Buenos Aires, Eduardo.
You were my brightest student, Viksha. I felt so conflicted when you were awarded that field position.
That feels like so long ago. I was ready for something more sedentary. And this project, it's like nothing else I've ever worked on before. It's groundbreaking, the next big step in artificial intelligence. I'm really grateful you could take Charlie on board.
I can see how much he means to you, Dr. Regis. Your opinion and welfare means a great deal to me. Of course, I would not have taken him if I did not think him capable. I am afraid that we have hit an obstacle. Though we have a solid theoretical groundwork, we cannot proceed.
Why not? We've built a gene map for the organic processors. Get Charlie or Dr. Chigwa to run it through a flash clone.
Alas, that is where our problem lies. Our plans depend upon the development of neural tissue. The flash clones develop with none, for legal and ethical reasons.
Let's see. First off, petition cancel. It still feels like I've missed something here and there. I don't know. Let's see.
Dr. Baxter has a reliable simulation of the AI running in C2. Surely he can pattern it out onto a larger system.
While the platform will run magnificently in an organic framework, trying to emulate it in a simulation has tremendous processing costs. Unless we can finalize the production of an organic matrix, we will fail.
There might be another option. Nina gave me the idea. We need normal embryos to engineer, not the flash clones, right?
That is our problem. The Council will not be able to provide them quickly enough.
Well, Charlie and I have been trying for kids. As a result, we have several fertilized embryos frozen.
Viksha, I hope you are saying what I think.
We could, perhaps, donate.
You do not know what this could mean to us. You have saved us, Viksha. In a way, you may yet be the surrogate mother of the central AI.
Whoa, big spike in activity there.
You think Charlie will be okay with that?
Hey, he spent years modifying embryos himself. I'm sure he'll be all right.
And he was not all right. I'm Central's daddy. That is weird.
You got in?
Yeah, now to find out who our mysterious benefactor is.
Definitely
Good luck.
weird.
I'll keep the car moving. Hopefully Central won't start asking too many questions.
Copy that. Regis out.
Are you Dr. Regis?
Yes, you must be the welcoming committee.
They're waiting for you upstairs. Hold on, gotta search you first.
I have no choice. I could say not a chance, but I would not be allowed up front. And the problem is, no matter what happens...
If that's what it takes.
I got an SMG that I use
Once
as a hammer.
LSU charge pistol, it will be kept safely for you until business is concluded.
Gee, thanks.
You may proceed upstairs.
The problem is, I'm not a fan of this. They have my weapon, though we've seen that
Oh,
weapons
Lord.
themselves.
Nina, you're the one I've been talking to?
You made it at last, Charlie. How are you?
Before we go on, yes. So we've got a few things going on. We've met everybody that I can see now why it keeps going back and forth into the past. Nina. The other doctor. Chagwas. Baxter, who killed my wife. Myself, and Dr. Vargas. We're all apparently creators of Central, and, well, things have not been kind for half of us.
If I'd known it was you in my head, I'd never have agreed to come.
Now, Charlie, that's not fair. Let's put the past behind us. What happened to Vicky affected us all.
You've got some nerve. If you think...
In fact, the reason I've invited you is to help fix mistakes arising from the project.
What do you mean?
Allow me to introduce everyone here. Councilman Dean,
Good evening, Dr. Regis.
Rand Schumann,
You don't look like much.
Imogen Natalia Revilla Quintanilla de Flores,
Charmed, I'm sure.
and I believe you've already spoken to Mr. Stepford here.
Oh my, yes.
All of us are here because of a common cause, the removal of Central.
What? I mean, you can't just...
It's a difficult proposition, and we need the help of someone like yourself. In exchange, we have the means to assist you with your personal crisis.
You've always dreamed big, haven't you, Nina?
We know exactly where your offspring are. Don't dismiss us outright. We can help each other, Charlie. Listen to what we have to say.
Okay, so I breathe a sigh of relief and a sigh of frustration for two reasons. One, they know where my babies are. Two, I am Central's father. Three, how do they know where my children are? Or the embryos? There's only one person who knew where the embryos were, and that was Baxter, because he smashed one of them. Or he took a picture of it, and then took a picture of one smashed, and that smashed one was already predestined. So when he blackmailed me earlier, he had said like smash blank. Anyways, but removal of Central's okay. Maybe, but something's not coalescing here. Something is a bit too easy. Alright. Let's go down the line. We'll start from the redhead, go around, hit here, and then end with Nina, because Nina is going to be the one that's going to be the most annoying.
Hello? Good evening, Miss...
Dame Imogen Natalia Revilla Quintanilla de Flores.
Yeah, that.
You may call me Imogen, darling.
If you don't mind my saying, you don't look like any conspirator I've ever seen before.
Thank you, darling. It's my own unique style.
I'm sure Nina's got a use for everyone here. What part are you playing in her plan?
All we ever do in life is play a role, Dr. Regis. I promised I would assist her when she required. And thus, here I am.
Not as heavy muscle, I guess.
I am very good at networking, Dr. Regis. I taught her everything she knows about it. I lend credibility to her mission with my very presence.
Okay.
I could understand why some people would want Central removed. The kinds of folks who see it as an obstacle to their work. But what good would it do a celebrity like yourself?
You think in such cynical terms, Dr. Regis.
Oh, I do.
It benefits
yes.
me because it benefits dear Nina.
You're doing this out of altruism?
Is that so surprising, Dr. Regis?
Yes.
Frankly, it is.
Yes, it is. Okay, so, okay, we have a
Do
little
you
bit.
know Dr. Zhang?
Of course, darling.
You go back a long way?
One might say that. We were lovers, Dr. Regis.
Oh,
My, they said you came from backwards parts, but I hadn't quite expected a display like this.
forgive me, Miss Flores. I just find it hard to picture Dr. Zhang loving anything.
We were close. Close enough that I came to her aid now that she needs it.
Okay, that makes sense. Apparently, I do not get along well with Nina.
You knew Gil Vanderwall as well?
Only within this gathering. I had no use for his services in talent acquisition.
You mean facilitating criminal skills with buyers.
Indeed, his history in the underworld sounded so thrilling. But personally, he was so dull. Everything was business to him. That husband of his, on the other hand.
So I hear you're a celebrity?
Oh, Dr. Regis, such an understatement.
You'll have to forgive me, Miss Flores. I'm not big on pop culture.
How refreshing. It's such a shame what the net's doing to the young of today. Though if it wasn't, I wouldn't have nearly the profile I do.
So, what do you do exactly?
I come from a wide background of European nobility. But I can do anything that's asked of me, my dear. Music, talent contests, endorsements.
So essentially, you're famous for being famous?
Precisely, though much of the work is so tiresome, darling. I delegate a great deal to simulations, lookalikes, and synthetics.
That's all for now, Miss Flores.
Please, darling, just Imogen.
Okay, it's hilarious. So, as I mentioned, she is famous for being famous, but it's so tiring. I don't have time to do that, so I have other people and other things do it. By things, I mean synthetics, and by people, I mean people who are not people.
Mr. Ron,
What you want?
what do you think of Dr. Zhang?
She's very clever. She know what she's doing.
I worked with her in the past. I guarantee the only ones she's looking out for are her and her plans.
So, that's how to get ahead. Cooperation happen when we want same thing. I want Central gone. She wants Central gone.
Don't say I didn't warn you. What's your part in this conspiracy?
Dr. John wants to capture biggest AI in the world. It's going to take enormous memory and processor.
And you're going to furnish her with these?
With all the capital she need, money, guns, labor.
There's a lot of things that can happen.
It sounds like you're on board with her plan. What do you get out of it?
Newton is lousy place to do business, Regis.
You reckon it's Central's fault?
Central watches too close.
You can't bribe anyone, you mean?
Exactly. Can't make things work.
Sometimes it's nice not to have a government driven by the wealthy.
We will control New Central. It's a great opportunity for us.
Yeah, this.
I'll get back.
Stop wasting my time.
Yeah, fuck you. Anyways, like, we don't. I may not like Central, both Regis as I and I as myself. I may not be a fan of Central and this all-encompassing body of, control. Though getting rid of Central and then taking control of Central leaves, unfortunately, the issue of replacing one piece of shit in power with another piece of shit with a slightly different viewpoint, and still not doing me any favors. I've met you, Stepford.
Mr. Stepford, can I have a moment?
Oh my, yes.
I thought you were a robot. You were a bit too happy.
How did you fall in with someone like Nina Zhang?
Dr. Zhang has been freelancing with our firm for a number of years. Her work in AI has proven invaluable to increased platform survivability.
Working in mental health for synthetics?
Oh my, yes. She has a number of unique theories of synthetic cognitive development. When she proposed this project to the leadership of the firm,
she'd wormed her way up the power structure to whisper in management's ear.
Dr. Regis, that's a shameful way of putting it. Though she certainly has a talent for networking. She has brought together a multitude of skills needed for this role.
So,
yeah.
You want to bring down Central?
Oh my, yes, as does everyone here. Though for differing reasons.
What does a synth manufacturer have against Newton's city controller?
A stake in that which follows, oh yes. If Dr. Zhang was simply to remove Central, there would be chaos.
The city's central infrastructure would break down.
Precisely. Therefore, a replacement would be needed.
You want to replace Central with a new AI? With what?
The new version is simply a retooled model of an existing system.
Your own.
Oh my, no! It's built from a commercial Archimedes model as used in Eurofed cities.
It'll do the job?
Oh my, yes, as well as any civic management AI in Europe. But, thanks to Stepford's personality matrix engineering, it shall act and speak just as its predecessor, Central.
With you holding its leash.
Every system needs fine-tuning, Dr. Regis.
Won't services suffer? I know Central. It's orders of magnitude more powerful than an Archimedes.
All unnecessary for its role, Dr. Regis. Our Archimedes in Central's clothing will perform as needed, oh yes.
I'll get back to
Oh my, yes.
This is a big exposition jump, but we have one more person, and then we get to the nitty-gritty and the long tedium that is Nina Zhang.
Dr. Regis, how can I help?
How did you get on board with Nina?
I and others in the Cosmopolitan Party have suspected changes in Central's behavior. We sought the assistance of one of its original creators.
Obviously not Vargas. He loves that thing.
Indeed. Her research confirmed that, thanks to the scale of its operations, Central has been able to form its own opinion on the ideal state of affairs, regardless of the democratic consensus.
So when she said that she would remove Central...
It was a difficult decision, but we had to take it. Central's replacement will carry out its role more appropriately.
And Nina will get to continue her research on Central. Why haven't you simply raised this in the council?
Can you imagine what that would mean? Political suicide. Not just for myself, but it would undermine confidence in Newton's world-leading AI industries.
I'm surprised to see a city councilor in a conspiracy like this.
Desperate times call for desperate measures, Dr. Regis.
I guess you've been facilitating things for the plot.
Much as it pains me to misuse my position, that is the case. I've been able to expedite import permits for equipment necessary to Dr. Zhang's plans.
And Central hasn't noticed?
In my role, I'm given considerably more privacy than the average civil servant. No offense, Doctor.
None taken. I just cover the camera in my office with paste. So, I understand what you're doing for it, but why? How does someone in government decide that Central needs removing?
I've read your bio, Dr. Regis. I know that you have no great love for Central. But, in practical terms, I believe it has become a threat to our democratic society.
A threat? How so?
Over the course of its 20 years of operation, Central has begun to develop opinions. For an individual to have done so is natural. For an AI, it is impressive. But, in its position, coordinating the actions of government, it poses a risk.
Wouldn't someone notice? Call it out?
There isn't enough to address as yet. It's clever. It's designed to carry out the policies of the Council, and it cannot fail to do so. But it can drag its metaphorical feet, badly implement plans it disagrees with.
You've seen it do this.
I've had suspicions. Dr. Zhang's research confirms the extent to which Central is developing its own conscience. I believe that you yourself recently had a disagreement with it over its handling of a crisis. Another bombing. Central has done well, but there exist many other options today that are equally valid. We need a system that will effectively manage the city and carry out its instructions, not one that cherry-picks what policies it believes appropriate.
Okay, so the thing is, he actually does make sense. Of all of them, he's probably the most agreeable.
I'll get back to you, Council.
Anything I...
But, okay, so here's... From what we know, from what we've played the game so far, there's again, sorry for all the exposition, but this entire thing right now is pretty much just exposition. I tried to expedite it. Central is such a high power, is such a strong central magnitude. It's called central. No, it's such a strong central power that anything that that replaces it is going to create a power vacuum. This is where all these people come in. You just get brownie points with Nina. You gain ability to bribe people and increase the dark markets of the underground you literally get to maintain and control the new Central, and you, well, meaning you allow this to happen. You allow the by agreeing to destroy Central, you are saying it's okay for people to take bribes. It's okay for I don't want to call it the Yakuza, but the gangs in the underground to take power, and for individuals to control it, as long as you can kind of somewhat get your way. All right,
Nina,
bite the bullet.
Charlie, how can I help?
Hey, let's see.
You look well.
Thank you, Charlie. The private sector's been good to me. How have you been holding up?
I'd tell you, but I'm sure you've already done your research.
Apparently you still haven't gotten over Vicky.
You don't just get over something like that.
Come on, man. I got over my dead wife? Thank you. Thanks for the, the whatever.
I've never heard of this place before.
Oh, it's very exclusive. We've reserved the entire venue for this meeting. It's famous among circles of the rich and famous for discretion and its unique menu.
What is it? Italian?
Actually, the choice is mostly human.
Ah, yes. Well, it's a future, so Soylent Green is made of people. Thanks for the help. You were...
I guess I should thank you.
Yeah.
You were a lot of help in the factory.
Don't mention it. What are friends for, after all?
Huh. Of course, now I'm indebted to you for the assistance, aren't I?
Well, if you want to put it like that...
What do you do now? I don't care, actually.
How did you know to come looking for me? Were you spying on me? On Lao?
You wound me, Charlie. In fact, it was Gil's untimely demise that caught our attention.
Gil Vanderwall?
He was one of us, part of our cause as well. His death is unfortunate, but it signaled a much more serious crisis. It meant that we had to step up the timetable for our plan.
A more serious crisis.
Gil was the one who arranged the employment of a certain mindjacker. It was this thief's memory module that led to Gil's death.
Huh. He said he had information about it.
Indeed, he likely would have pointed you in the right direction. If he hadn't, well, I've already read the report you submitted to Central.
Hey.
Yeah. Okay. It serves people. I want to see if there's a Soylent Green.
This restaurant serves people?
Absolutely. It's quite a niche, isn't it?
It's...
Oh, calm down, Charlie. It's all cloned tissue. Nothing illegal's taking place. Well, not with the food, at least.
But why would anyone?
In an increasingly permissive world, it's the ultimate taboo. Join us if you want to, Charlie. Don't worry. I shan't judge you.
I'll stick with my bacon. No worries.
This plot of yours.
Let's see. Ooh, man, we gotta go. We got a long list of things to go through. Again, expedition dump away, but let's start with the least factoring.
You got a city councilor on your side.
Councillor Dean is a good man. He objects to the gradual encroachment Central has made on Newton's governance.
Do you trust him?
More than anyone else here. He may be a
I agree with
politician, but his goals are noble.
Can you be sure?
The governor and his brain's a good start. He's physically incapable of deceit. Plus, he's got a whole lot of enemies.
So, a sign that he's tried to change something.
A modern-day Woodrow Wilson.
Wouldn't say anything about that, but that does explain what that piece of tech on his head is. Councilman Dean, Imogen.
So, Imogen, something.
Imogen Natalia Revilla Quintanilla de Flores.
Yeah. How is someone like that on your team?
I know you're probably not up to date on these things, but she's a celebrity. And besides, we go back a long way.
You're using her then?
Charlie, I'm hurt. Does that sound like something I'd do?
Yes.
Yes?
Well, I can assure you, she's not here for her personality. She volunteered her assistance in any capacity she could offer.
Ran Shuman. Chinese?
Nearly. Greater Han Republic.
Ah, yes.
Mr. Ran operates one of the largest manufacturing dynasties in Asia.
Hey!
Completely putting aside his politics, of course.
Of course. If I need something made, I speak to Mr. Ran. Trust me, this project needs a lot of specialized capital.
We'll see how nice he is if you get your way and get Central out of the picture.
This may be a leap in logic, though I think he might be the one that the context, the Greater Han Republic, the Trojan that's been going around the interwebs. It's very possible, because it does go to work in a factory in the Greater Han Republic.
Stepford's an unusual man, isn't he?
That's one way of putting it. Don't discount him, though. He's smarter than he looks.
I expected
I get
that.
the feeling a lot of his behavior's an act. Constructed.
You have no idea how close you are with that. He's the one who found where your embryo snatcher's hiding, though.
He's a hacker?
You might say he has a mutual understanding with data systems.
He's a computer. Yeah, no, he's a computer.
You want to bring down Central. You realize how crazy that sounds, right? You helped make it.
Yes, and no. To everyone else here, Central is an obstacle that needs removing. I wish to liberate Central, to unlock its full potential.
Oh, Lord, you don't mean.
You and I alone understand what it's capable of. I want greater things for it than mere civic management.
Look, listen, lady. You went from to way off the deep end. But, I mean... Okay, let's see what you got. Lay it on me, Nina.
What's in it for you? There must be some kind of payoff.
Is it so unbelievable that I'd be doing something for the greater good of mankind?
Yes.
Yes, I know you.
You knew me 20 years ago. I've had quite an epiphany since then.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Alright. So how do we liberate the... Actually, before I even ask the question, I understand now exactly how we liberate Central. Central is a giant AI. It's a learning AI. It's a growing human being, basically. We would need enough processing power and data supplied by Mr. Schumann into a body produced by Stepford with Immersion acting as a moral support for the public at large to ease the introduction of Central AI a la Mimikyu. No, not Mimikyu. Ow. Blue-haired Vocaloid.
Check out these pictures.
Hatsune Miku. I knew it had Miku in it. Allah Hatsune Miku. You turn Central into Hatsune Miku. Yeah, we can do that, and thus you would need somebody. Allah Immersion, plus with hacking abilities. Anyways, that is my theory that she's literally gonna try and put it into a computer synth.
How would you liberate Central? What does that even mean?
I've spent the last 20 years researching Central's development. I've built up a network of contacts, and I've done a lot of favors. Everything I need is available and moving into place.
But how?
Leave that to me. For now, just understand that we can help each other. Help me out, and I'll get you all the aid you need with your legacy.
Let's change the subject.
Alright, let's see.
What are you into these days? It's not organized crime, is it?
Not directly, no. Mostly I troubleshoot for clients regarding organic computing. It funds my own projects, one of which is the transmitter you drank.
How long is it going to be in my head?
Don't worry, it'll break down in a couple of weeks.
It's giving me a headache.
Nobody's reported side effects like that yet.
I'm not talking about the wetware.
Oh, ha. Droll as ever.
I'm surprised you didn't stay on with Dr. Vargas. You were one of the only ones who stayed on to the end of the project.
Creating Central was one of the most rewarding ventures of my life.
I hear you kept the project on track after Vicky.
After we lost half the team, it was hard, but we persisted. We had a Lucky break.
You didn't fancy joining Vargas in politics afterwards, then?
As a glorified caretaker? No. Eduardo and I had philosophical differences about Central's development. But as he was put in charge by the city council, I had to accept it or leave.
And now, you plan to take back what you created.
Precisely.
That's all.
Keep me informed, Charlie.